السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Good morning grade 6. How are you? Today inshallah we will take a new lesson about grammar also. But before going to our new lesson, I will revise the grammar which we studied last period, which was the third conditional if. Now go to your workbook, page 76, and answer with me. Your workbook, page 76. This is lesson 3, grammar 1. We will revise what we have studied last period. Complete exercise number 1. Complete the sentence. Use had, hadn't, would, or wouldn't. He made an example for us. If you hadn't been so late, we would have caught the bus. If you hadn't been so late, we would have caught the bus. Do you remember the rule for conditional if, third conditional or third case, which was we put if at the beginning of the sentence? Second part, first part will be the condition which is in the past perfect, and second phrase or second part of the sentence will be the result. It will be would have plus past participle. Okay, so go to number 2. If we had taken our umbrellas, we space have got wet. If we had taken our umbrellas, we space have got wet. We use had or hadn't, would or wouldn't. Look here, we have if at the beginning, so this is the condition, had taken, past perfect. Second part will be would or wouldn't have plus past participle. Okay, it will be wouldn't have got wet. Right here, wouldn't. 3. If I space gone to bed so late, I would have got up earlier. If I space gone to bed so late, I would have got up earlier. We want to put had or hadn't because we are in the first part of the sentence or the condition. After if directly, put had plus past participle. Here we have gone, the past participle, so we need had or hadn't. Again, if I space gone to bed so late, I would have got up earlier. If I had gone to bed, hadn't gone to bed so late, I would have got up earlier. Right here, hadn't. Right here, hadn't. Okay, excellent. Number 4. If we had asked Mom, she space have driven us to school. If we had asked Mom, she space have driven us to school. If we asked our mom to drop us to the school, she will took us, or she would have taken or driven us to school. So right here, would. Right here what? Would. Here. Right, would. Number 4. 5. If we space warm clothes, we wouldn't have got ill. Again, if we space warm cloth, we wouldn't have got ill. If we had worn warm cloth, we wouldn't have got ill. If we had worn. Right here, had. Excellent. 6. If we hadn't got ill. If we hadn't got ill. We space have gone to Emma's party tonight. If we hadn't got ill, we would have gone to Emma's party tonight. Right here, would. Right here, what? Would. Excellent. Exercise number 2. Complete the conversation. Use the third conditional. Complete the conversation. Complete the dialogue. Use the third conditional. He gave us verbs in the box like play, help, send, leave, not be, not see. Here he wants us to put the negative form. He made first example. My homework was very difficult yesterday. My homework was very difficult yesterday. I would have helped you if you had asked me. I would have helped you if you had asked me. Okay, go to 2. The train has already gone. The train has already gone. If we space home earlier, we wouldn't have missed it. If we space home earlier, we wouldn't have missed it. If we what? If we had left, we will take leave. We will put leave in the past participle here. We put had plus past participle from leave. It will be had left. Had left. Right leave. This leave we will make line on it, and right here had left. The past participle from leave is left. Go to 3. Why weren't you at the cinema on yesterday? Why weren't you at the cinema on Saturday, sorry. Because I've already seen the film. Because I've already seen the film. If I space it, I would have come. We will take see, but not see. If I had not or hadn't seen it, I would have come. Right here, hadn't seen. We will take this not see, but we will put not see in the past perfect here. Hadn't seen. Number 4. The weather was terrible on Sunday. The weather was terrible on Sunday. Yes, it was. I spaced tennis if it hadn't rained all day. Again, the weather. This sentence explains what we will put here in the spaces, in the gaps. So this sentence is very important to read. The weather was terrible on Sunday. Yes, it was. I spaced tennis if it hadn't rained all day. I had played tennis if it hadn't rained all day. Right here, would have played, because here we put if in the middle. So this is the condition, had plus past participle, and this part will be would have plus the pp or the past participle of the verb. We will take play, so we will write would have played. Would have played. Right here we will take play, right? Would have played. Okay, go to 5. When did you get my letter? when did you get my letter? Yesterday. It would have been quicker if you space an email. Again, when did you get my letter? When did you get my letter? Yesterday. It would have been quicker if you space an email. If you what? If you had sent an email. Right here we will take send. Observe this D, send. This is the base form, the infinitive. But we will use past participle of sent plus had. Had, if you had sent. Sent with D. 6. I don't think I passed my science test yesterday. I don't think I passed my science test yesterday. If you had studied harder, it space so difficult. Again, if you had studied harder, it space so difficult. We need not be, but we will put in the result or the second part of if sentence. So we need wouldn't have seen. Wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been. Right here, wouldn't have been. Wouldn't have been. Right here, wouldn't have been. Okay? Understand? Yeah, okay. Go to last exercise. Write sentences. Use the third conditional and write the sentence. Look at this picture. Carl and James didn't know where they were. Carl and James didn't know where they were. He put words here and want us to join and make a sentence. Like, he made an example for us. Number 1. If they take a map, they not get lost. We will put or we will use if. If they had taken a map, comma, they wouldn't have got lost. Excellent. Number 2. They not take the wrong direction if they take a compass. They not take the wrong direction if they take a compass. What is if? Here in the middle, so we write here. So this sentence will be the result. Write it in the result form. So we will write they. Look at this verb, negative. So we will write they, right here, they wouldn't have taken. Wouldn't have taken. Not take, it will be wouldn't have taken the wrong direction if they had taken a compass. Again, they wouldn't have taken the wrong direction. They wouldn't have taken the wrong direction if they had taken a compass. So you will change not take, it will be wouldn't have taken, and you will change take, had taken. Okay, understood? Yeah. 3. If they cross the bridge, they find the right path. Again, if they cross the bridge, they find the right path. Here write if in the beginning, so write here if in the beginning. Don't forget to begin with capital letter. I put it in capital form. If they had crossed the bridge, comma, they would have find the right path. What we will change? This cross, it will be had crossed. Right, if they had crossed the bridge, they would have found. Find will be would have found the right path. Number 4, they not lose their water bottle if they be more careful. Where is if? Here in the middle. So we will write this first part, the result. So not lose will be wouldn't have lost. They, write they. Don't forget to write capital letter at the beginning. They wouldn't have lost their water bottle if they had been more careful. So change be to had been more careful. Again, they wouldn't have lost their water bottle if they had been more careful. Last sentence, if. Number 5, if they wear good walking boots, their feet not get sore. Again, if, what is if? Here at the beginning. So here will be the condition, past perfect, and this will be the result, would have plus past participle. If they had worn, right, again, where will be had worn, W-O-R-N, worn. They had worn good walking boots, their, don't forget this comma, their feet wouldn't have got sore. Not get will be would not or wouldn't have got sore. Again, if they had worn good walking boots, their feet wouldn't have got sore. Okay? Okay. This page is finished. Now go to the new lesson, which will be the also grammar 2, model verbs. Our lesson or our new grammatical rule today will be the model verbs. Model verbs, but we don't use these verbs as a main verb. We don't have complete meaning from only the model verb. So we have to put, or we must put model verb plus main verb. Model verb plus what? Plus main verb. Model verbs, it will be an assistant verbs, helping verbs. It help us to send the meaning to our reader. It help us to give a suitable meaning, what we want to send. Okay? Look at this list of the model verbs. Here is a list of model verbs in English. Like what? Like can, could, have to, shall, should, has to, may, might, had to, will, would, ought to, must, and mustn't. All these we call it model verbs. Model verbs. Like what? Can, could, have to, shall, should, has to, may, might, had to, would, will, would, ought to, must, and mustn't. Model verbs are different from normal verbs. Normal verbs means like eat, play, speak, read, write. This we call them normal verbs. Look at these sentences. They don't use an S for the third person singular. Like what? Ahmed eats his breakfast at 7 o'clock every day. Look at eats. Okay, we put s with the singular because Ahmed absent, singular absent. Okay, here we don't put s for the singular verbs. Second rule or second tip, they make question by inversion. She can go becomes can she go. She can go. We need verb. We need to make a question. Can she go? Can here model verb because it assists or help go. It helps go to make the correct meaning. If we want to make a question, we put can before she. We put the model verb before the subject of the sentence. Then we put the main verb, which is go. And at the end, we put the question mark. This is another tip. Third tip, they are followed directly by the infinitive or another verb without to. After all these modal verbs, we have to put the infinitive or base form of the verb. Okay, modal verb followed by what? Followed by the infinitive or the base form without to. Like what? I will travel to Egypt next month. I will play football tomorrow. We have to put travel, this is the base form after will, and play modal verb. After the modal verb, we have to put infinitive. We have to put what? Infinitive. What's the meaning of infinitive, teacher? Infinitive means base form, the first shape of the verb, the first column of the verbs. Okay, look at these examples. He gave us a table like this. He put here the modal verb. He put an example, the uses. Okay, what are the things which we use this modal verb to express them? First verb, first modal verb, can. First modal verb, can. Like what? They can control their own budgets. They can control their own budgets. Okay? We can fix it. We can fix it. Can I smoke here? Can I smoke here? Can you help me? Can you help me? Look at the first. They can control their own budgets. This is ability or possibility. Ability or possibility. You can able to control your own budgets. We can fix it. Sentence number 2. We can fix it. This is inability. Inability or impossibility. You can't do this. Impossible. Third, can I smoke here? Asking for permission. Asking for permission. Can I smoke here? Asking for what? Asking for permission. Can you help me? This is a request. You ask for help. This is a request. Second modal verb, could. Second modal verb is could. Could I borrow your dictionary? Could I borrow your dictionary? This is asking for permission. Like can I smoke here? This is also permission. Can I smoke here? Asking for permission. You can use could. Could I borrow your dictionary? asking for permission. Could I take your dictionary? Yes, you can, or no, sorry, I need it. Second, could you say it again more slowly? Could you say it again more slowly? This is a request. The teacher say a new or says a new word in the class and you don't understand the word. You can ask her or you can tell her, please teacher, could you say it again more slowly? This is a request. We could try to fix it ourselves. We could try to fix it ourselves. This is suggestion. Suggestion. We could try to fix it ourselves. Suggestion. I think we could have another Gulf War. I think we could have another Gulf War. Future possibility. He speaks about the future. Future possibility. He gave last sentence for could. He gave up his old job so he could work for us. He gave up his old job. He leave his old job so he could work for us. Ability in the past. Ability in the past. Look at me. May I have another cup of coffee? Asking for permission. May I have another cup of coffee? This asking for permission. China may become a major economic power. China, you know China, a big country. China may become a major economic power. This is future possibility. Prediction about the future. Look at might. We'd better phone tomorrow. We'd better phone tomorrow. They might be eating. Present possibility. Might, would, better phone tomorrow. They might be eating. Express present possibility. Okay? Their dinner now. They might give us a 10% discount. They might give us a 10% discount. This future possibility. Must. We must say goodbye now. We must say goodbye now. This is necessity or obligation. Necessity or obligation in the present time. They mustn't disturb the work more than necessary. They mustn't disturb They mustn't disrupt the work more than necessary. Prohibition. They mustn't disrupt the work more than necessary. This is a prohibition. You can't do this. You aren't allowed to do this. You aren't allowed to disrupt the work more than necessary. Ought to equal should. We ought to employ a professional writer. We ought to employ a professional writer. Saying what's right or correct. Saying what's right or correct, or giving advice. Shall. Shall I help you with your luggage? Shall I help you with your luggage? This is offer. Can I help you carrying your luggage? Your luggage means your bags. Shall we say 2.30 then? Shall we say 2.30 then? Suggestion. Shall I do that, or will you? Asking what to do. Shall I do that, or will you? Okay. Should. We should sort out this problem at once. We should sort out this problem at once, saying what's right or correct. I think we should check everything again. I think we should check everything again. Profits should increase next year. Profits should increase next year. Recommending action. Uncertain prediction. This is uncertain prediction. Uncertain means you aren't sure of this prediction. Will. I can't see any taxes, so I'll walk. I can't see any taxes, so I'll walk. An instant decision. Quick decision. I'll do that for you if you like. I'll do that for you if you like. This is offer. I'll get back to you first thing on Monday. This is a promise. I'll get back to you first thing on Monday. This is a promise. Profits will increase next year. Profits will increase next year. This is certain prediction. Observe. Profits should increase next year. This is uncertain prediction. Uncertain, the opposite of certain. Profits will increase next year. Certain prediction. Would. Go to would. Last one. Would you mind if I brought a colleague with me? Would you mind? Do you have any problem if I brought a colleague with me? Asking for permission. Would you pass the salt, please? Would you pass the salt, please? This is request. Give me the salt, please. Would you mind waiting a moment? Would you mind waiting a moment? Do you have any problem waiting another moment? This is a request. Would 3 o'clock suit you? Would 3 o'clock suit you? It will be okay for you. That would be fine. Making arrangements like plans. Would you like to play golf this Friday? Would you like to play golf this Friday? Invitation. Okay? If you look at all the sentence, you will observe that after any modal verb we put the infinitive. We put what? Infinitive. Okay? Inshallah, we will leave this have to, this rule, for the next time, because it has a big importance in dealing with our modal verbs in English. Okay, so today we studied the modal verbs. Like what? Like can, could, shall, should, may, might, will, would, ought, should, must, mustn't, had to, have to, has to. Yeah, you can memorize, you can keep in your mind every two together. Will, would, can, could, shall, should, may, might, have to, has to, had to, ought to, must and mustn't. Okay, this not very difficult for us. Also remember that modal verbs followed by infinitive or base form. I'll give you a short exercise from the workbook. Today we want to go to the book, but we will take a small exercise here. Page 77 of your workbook. Take the first exercise, only first exercise. Your homework will be page 77 of your workbook. 77 of your workbook. Look and write true or false. Look and write true or false. Look at these sentences and look at the sentence and write true or false. This only exercise number 1. Okay? Answer this exercise and send the your photo, or take a copy, take a photo for your book and send on the WhatsApp group. Okay? Page 77, exercise 1. Again, page 77, exercise 1, about the modal verbs. Next time, inshallah, we will complete our lesson about the modal verbs and study our lesson in the student book. Now, goodbye, to meet again, inshallah, next lesson. Okay? Yeah, goodbye. I wish you a very nice stay at home.